Hey guys, welcome. We're going to do a very quick yes or no. We've got 5 decks. The first deck is the Miriyan Tarot. So check it out. Does this deck speak to you? And remember, we're talking about yes or no questions today. So what you're going to do is formulate a yes or no question in your mind. This is deck 2. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. So whatever question you have, and it can be 1 question and it can be 5 questions. And if it's 5 questions, make sure that you assign each question to the deck in question. This is the Celestial Tarot. How about this one? Does this look like it has your answer? You never know. Let your intuition please become part of the magic of this reading, right? This is how it works. You can listen to all of these. This is the Tarot by Caro, one of my all-time favorite decks. Is that your deck today? Maybe. Maybe. What do you think? So you can pop to your answer in the timestamps below, or you can just listen to each one if you have more than 1 question. This is the Cosmic Tarot. Is this your answer in the cosmos today? Yeah, maybe. Which one of these decks speaks to you? Go ahead and take your time. If you need to pause here and assign your questions, go right ahead. If you already know, go ahead and hit that timestamp. Either way, I appreciate you being here. Like I said, this is going to be quick, so I'll see you in your reading. All right, so those of you who chose pile number 1, here's how we do this. We split the deck. We turn it upside down, half of it, and then we shuffle the cards in. And what we'll do is pull 5, and if more are upright, then you have a yes answer. If more are reversed, then you have a no answer. We'll also pull some cards to give us a little bit more insight. But this is not going to be a long reading today. We're just going to grab some answers and move on from there. So again, focus on your question, right? Focus on the question that you have that can be answered with yes or no. And we'll see how the answers come out from there. Okay, are we ready? Okay, so we're going to find 5 cards. Well, we're not going to take that one. We're going to leave it over here as one of our clarifiers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, pile number 1. Let's see what you got here. You have the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. You have the Fool in the upright. You have the Empress in the upright. So this is a yes. You have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. And the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So these are so you have a yes to whatever your question is. Now remember, you have this 6 of Pentacles also. So we're going to grab a few cards just for clarification. These will come out in the upright no matter what direction they are pulled. They do not have anything to do with your answer. This is just clarity on the question that you asked. So you have the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. Dog, you're tired, pile number 1. This yes answer is still about weariness and nonsense, right? It's about feeling defeated by something, and I think that this is about release. Oh yeah, this is about releasing. So here's the deal, my pile number ones. You're being asked to put down something that is unpleasant. So the answer is yes, it's time to make the change. Trust the process. Trust what's coming in for you. In the ways that you have felt defeated, in the ways that you have felt stuck or stagnant, or like you're just going through the motions, or that you're stuck, you're going to absolutely have some movement, some motion there. Whatever this feeling is that you've been stuck with, right? However you've been walking in circles or tethered to something that doesn't feel satisfying, right? You're being asked to go ahead and end that. I need time for me. Yeah, it definitely feels like you do, pile number one. So you're being asked to take that. I've never imagined so much perfection. So what's on the other side of this decision, of this releasing, is something wonderful. Perhaps something that you have been only dreaming about, right? A release of freedom and independence. This love scares me. So here's the deal. If this is a relationship issue, it might be a frightening thing. No matter what it is, it might be a frightening... okay. So here's the deal. I think that this involves disappointing another person. So this might be a path or a trajectory that you've been on for quite a while, but it no longer serves you. It doesn't feel good anymore. It's not satisfying. It's not a place where you are feeling contented. And so the bottom line is you're being asked to release it. And it might be scary, and there might be some hurt feelings, right? This might really affect someone else. You know, the Six of Pentacles here that fell out for you guys is about reciprocity. This is a card that asks you to trust, right? And with the Fool and the Empress here, this asks you to trust the way that you are resourced, to trust the process that you're in. And the fact of the matter is that you're going to need to move in faith here, and to release any belief that this is contentious. Because if you're committed to the change, then it's not a contentious change. Oh, and look what you get to clarify. Come on. So, okay, have faith. So here's the deal. Pile number one. You already know that this answer, yes, I need to release this. Yes, I need to change this situation. Yes, I need to take this action. Right? You have all these wands, but these wands are stagnant wands. The Five of Pentacles is a feeling of being left out, right? Deception, and just feeling like you're plodding along, like you're not really exemplifying or embodying what you could be exemplifying or embodying. Again, it might really result in some hurt feelings for someone. You might have to apologize, but here's the deal. You're only committed to the person you were one breath ago, right? And if circumstances or situations or your feelings have changed, it's up to you to change your circumstances accordingly. So move in faith, right? Move in faith. Trust your process. Release the attachments that are no longer contented or happy for you. You get to claim your happiness, no matter how it affects another person. As long as you take responsibility for it and claim it and say, this is how I feel, right? You are taking responsibility. It may affect other people, and they may not enjoy what you prefer. They might not like the fact that you need to change something, but that doesn't change the fact that you need to do it. So honor yourself, take full responsibility, and have faith in the process, right? Good luck, pile number one. Please hit like or subscribe. Come back and let me know how this goes for you. And take care. Be blessed, right? Trust it. All right, pile number two, those of you who chose Shadowscapes, here's how this works. We take half the deck, we turn it upside down, and we shuffle it in. And so what I'd like you to do is focus on that question you came with today. Focus on your yes or no. Focus on allowing the universe to give you this answer, this insight, these awarenesses that you need in order to make your very best movements forward. So whatever this yes or no question is, just Allow it to formulate in your mind. And here's how this works. What we'll do is shuffle. We will grab 5 cards. If they are mostly upright, the answer is yes. If they are mostly reversed, your answer is no. And so here's the deal. We'll grab some clarifiers and an oracle card so that we can get a little bit more information. But the bottom line is, like, remember that if this doesn't resonate with you, ultimately you always have free will, right? Don't forget that, because it's the most important thing anyone could ever tell you or allow you to know in this arena, right? You are the chooser, no matter what happens. So you have the Ace of Wands in the upright. You have the Page of Cups in the upright. You have the Strength in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Hanged Man in the upright. Okay, so we are going to grab some clarifiers for you, but your answer here is yes, pile number 1. It looks to me like you have a big change on the horizon, and by that, so by the way, these clarifiers will all be in the upright. I'm just gathering some more information. So you're witnessing the end of a cycle, and you're being asked to integrate it, right? Integrate it in such a way that is going to allow you to create healing in the process, and to move forward a little more freely and much more solidly. Witnessing the fact that all of the process that you went through, again, was for you, right? And so no matter what it was that you've gone through, it required a big sacrifice, right? It required really a monumental shifting of not only your perspective, but your internal workings, right? It meant that you needed to change your paradigm, right? And do a little work like in your deprogramming and quantum level kind of shifts. And it was probably a whole bunch of work. So whatever your question was, that yes answer, I feel, is about leveling up for you. It's about moving into the next phase of of whatever it is. It's really, it really is about becoming your own hero here, and really taking charge for the next portion of your journey. I feel like this is an upgrade, a leveling up for you. I feel like this is a stepping into a next level of awareness, honestly. I get the sense that you perhaps have been working on like law of attraction or manifestation, and really working on what it is that you're calling in and what it is that you're not calling in, and all of the ways that all of the ways that you had to do some pretty major releasing in order to be ready for this. And I think there was a lot of discernment as you worked on this lesson, as you worked on processing your experiences, right? And being in that state of release. Like, you have the World and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man, which all kind of demand that you move into the next level. And then this 10 of Swords, which says we are leaving behind what is painful. We are leaving behind what was outdated, right? Those old programs that created pain for us, those programs that created drama, that created those reactionary kinds of patterns. And so as we move into the new pattern, right, it's really about claiming your languaging and telling that new story, giving yourself that new narrative, living life to the fullest, yeah. And also really understanding that you're the one that's telling it, and you get that top level discernment of what comes in and what does not, right? You're your own gatekeeper. And simply by shifting your perspective and witnessing the process of your own trajectory and timeline, that you have the power to create your own self-sufficiency, to be your own wish fulfillment. So whatever your yes answer was, this is an upgrade for you. It's time to move forward. It's time to leave the old narrative behind. And in addition to that, anything that's weighing you down in any way, like any kind of anchor or anything that's embroiled in that outdated programming, has to be dissolved, has to be released. So I think you've been doing this work. If you feel like you need some facilitation, find that in your support networks and make sure that it's aligned, because you have the power, and all of these new things are coming in. They're just making sure that you understand that you have to really completely clear out what's past so you can claim what's new, right? So now is the time to claim this new narrative, pile number 2. Good luck, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And what you're releasing is very weighty, so expect to feel that buoyancy after you move through this. Expect to really feel completely and totally fulfilled, right? Lovely. Hit like, hit subscribe for me. Come back, let me know how it goes. And other than that, be blessed. Take care. Hey, pile number 3, those of you who chose the Celestial Tarot. So here's how this works. We turn half the deck upside down and we shuffle them in together and allow the universe to give you insights and answers. So here's how this works. We will pull 5 cards together, and the cards that are, if you have more cards in the upright, your answer is yes. If you have more cards in the reverse, your answer is no. Either way, we will pull some cards for clarity and some oracle cards for a little bit more messaging, just so we have a little bit of fleshing out of that answer. But either way, I'd like you to just focus on your yes or no question, and we'll see what comes in for you. How about that? All right, pile 3. Let's look for, okay, so you get this as a clarifier, right? So we're going to hold on to that. We'll look at it at the end. Wheel of Fortune, how exciting, right? Always. So we will grab one, and remember, make sure that you're checking these answers always, not just here, but in any other channel that you might listen to. You want to make sure that your answers resonate with your intuition, right? Mostly because no one can give you a better answer than your own internal compass. So let's see what you got here, pile number 3. You have Justice in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So right away we have a no answer for you. Let's finish here though. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 5 of Cups in the upright. Now we're going to grab 5 cards to clarify. These will all be upright, but I just want a little bit more information. So here's what I have to say. You got some heartbreak going on here. I feel like your question was about resolution of a relationship situation, and I feel like the answer that you're getting is it's time to cut your ties. No, there will not be, very rarely do I get anything so direct, by the way, in terms of an intuitive clarification, but I feel like the answer for you is no, it's time to cut bait, as the case may be. It feels to me like a relationship question, and it feels to me like whatever this situation is, it's time for you to move on. I think the answer was, will there be reconciliation? Or the question was about a reconciliation. If your question was about a reconciliation, pile number 3, the answer is no. And I'm sorry, I don't think that's the answer you want, but everything here says it is absolutely time for you to move on, that there is no hope for reconciliation, only because this was such a a painful situation. Yeah, you get an I'm sorry. So regardless of who may want to come back or how badly you may want to take them back, yeah, your answer is definitely not, right? Yeah, that I think so, yes, is really, let's look here. This is about being strong and moving forward, right? Being in the practice of releasing. So just make sure that no matter how, no matter how strong those trauma bonds are, pile number 3, that you stay strong. Wow. Okay. So the bottom line is you're really being guided to be self-protective and self-preserving, right? This is a time of transition for you, and it's a painful transition. You have what it takes to get through it, but you don't really want to, right? This is a thing that preoccupies you. This is a person that you feel addicted to, and there is a very real danger of you losing yourself if you were to continue in the behaviors or the patterns that you have been embodying, right? Do what you love. So here's the deal. When we're talking about do what you love in this context, this is about self-love. This is about giving all that love that you might have been pouring forth into this relationship, or this hope for reconciliation, or this desire for reconciliation, pouring it into you and allowing the wheel to turn, right? Remembering who you are. And an important thing I think to mention here that's coming up is when you're moving forward, it's important to give yourself time to grieve. And what you're grieving is the person that you were in that relationship, right? There is literally a death of identity every single time you lose a relationship, every time a relationship shifts or changes for what feels like a loss, right? And there's a lot of loss here. There's a lot of pain here. But this is something that has to end, right? It has to end because it's ruining you. It has so much pain and loss and sadness attached to it, so much just so much internal struggle, right? So much but I, you know, and so you have to look at it from the perspective of, even if you had gained this relationship back, what were you losing in and of yourself, right? And allowing that to move through. This is definitely a time of transition for you. And remember that what you're doing is creating a new habit, a new pattern, a new life, right? Outside of this relationship. And it's hard. It's hard. No one is saying it's not, but it's also necessary, right? It's a necessary ending, necessary shift and change. And so the way that you reroute this pattern is the thing that brings you, honestly, to a place of doing what you love, because this relationship had gotten to a point where it was so very painful for you that it had to move, it had to shift, it had to change. So it definitely had to happen, but you have to heal from this. You have to begin the healing process. There are plenty of tools for you in your support networks. Just look for them, right? How to survive a breakup, how to move on after a breakup. In fact, I have a wonderful friend who has a course of it. I may link it down below just because it might help one person. And if it helps one person, that's great. So pile number 3, I wish you nothing but the best through this very, very painful process. You know, we've all walked it, or at least most of us have. So I wish you nothing but the best. Please take good care of yourself. Yeah, take good care of yourself. Hit like, hit subscribe, come back and let me know how this goes for you. I'm sending lots of love your way. Take care. Take care of yourself through this process, but honor yourself, right? Honor yourself at every turn, and remind yourself that you have to love yourself no matter what, right? Take care. Be blessed. Okay, pile number 4, those of you who chose Tarot by Caro. So here's how we do this. We turn half the deck over, we shuffle them together, and then we will find an answer, because if you get more cards in the upright, your answer is yes. If you get more cards in the reverse, your answer is no. And so what I'd like you to do is focus on that yes or no question. Focus on the gratitude for the universe bringing us a little bit of awareness, some insights. Yeah, definitely. And make sure that you're always weighing every bit of information with your intuition, which is always the most important thing to do. Whether you're paying attention to this channel or any other channel, always make sure that your answers are resonant within you, because that is your best guide. Your will always supersedes anything anyone can tell you. So make sure that you are just fact-checking, source-checking any and everything that comes out for you here or anywhere else. All right, pile number 4, let's see what you got. You've got 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, 7 of Wands in the upright, 8 of Cups in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse. So this is a no answer for you. And the King of Pentacles in the upright. We're going to grab some clarifiers down here. These will all be in the upright. They're just to help me give you a little bit more information. So I am going to say to you that you have been working very hard lately. Yeah, and you may have been working very hard at creating something or defending something, really working on the reasons you're doing something that may not be very good for you, that might not feel great right now. You might feel like it's time to run away from something or make a shift or make a change. I believe the answer that you're getting is yes. In fact, oh wait, no, you know what? I'm totally wrong. Your answer is no. The answer is no. This situation does need your moving away, right? Even though that this 8 of Cups is in the reverse, the answer here is no for you. So this situation is a no, right? And so what you're looking at here is really something that's not serving you anymore. And the way that you want to take motion on it, it might not be the exact appropriate time for you right now. But the situation does need to change, right? It's not bringing you the same kind of happiness. I get a feeling that this is a career shift or some kind of job change. And the fact of the matter is, what I get for you is the not right now, right? So I think the question is, am I supposed to change this? I think the answer is, the situation does need to change, but right now is not the moment, right? This is not the time. So no, I don't believe you're supposed to make any information or make any significant changes right now. It doesn't feel like you might be as invested in the situation at this time in terms of changing it, right? In terms of shifting and changing it. I don't see this as the moment of truth for you to change what's happening yet. It's a yet though, right? I feel like there's a ... that's going along with this. That it's just something that you're entertaining, that it's an idea and it might not be fully formed. I don't feel like, even though you're not super happy with what's going on, I think it's more the people around you than you. If that makes sense to you, I think that the universe is really asking you to look at the situation as a whole and understand why you're even asking this question right now. You know, I think whatever the situation is, it started out well, and it's just deteriorated over time to the point where you don't get it anymore. You're like, well, sure, I do this all day, every day, but I don't love it. correct your mistakes, right? So yeah, I think that this is a wait and see answer. Pile number 4, I think that what's happening is that maybe you're getting steerage from a whole bunch of people, and you're trying to navigate through untangling the information that you've been given. But again, I think it's the people around you that are creating this unrest within you. And I think that the real answer for you right now is get right with your answer, right? Pull yourself back from this, yeah, I need to do this right now. Don't I need to quit? Don't I need to find a new job? Don't I need to Like, I feel like that's the energy of approach here. And I think the best answer that I'm being intuited to give you is not right now. Reevaluate how you feel about a thing, not how everyone else feels, right? Limit your intake and just kind of settle down and really get in touch with what you're looking for, not what other people think you're looking for, or what other people might be looking for, and trying to project that onto you. This is about correcting your mistakes, and not that this is a mistaken issue, but listening to other people sometimes is absolutely not warranted, especially if this is something that you actually loved in the beginning. And I think that that's the case. And I think that you're getting input from around you that's created this disquiet within you. So I think the advice is close your ears and open your heart, right? See what really is going on. Find your answer. What makes you happy? How does the situation sit with you? Not how does it sit with anyone else? And always trust, right, your heart as you're making those decisions, right? So not right now. Not right now. Don't make the change right now. Pile number 4. Pay attention. Pay attention. Go within. Find a different answer. Yeah. Hit like, hit subscribe. I want to know about how this goes for you. This is, it feels important, and it feels like a pretty serious mandate. That was a challenging message to pull forward. So, good luck. Take care. Be blessed. Hey, pile number 5. Those of you who chose the Cosmic Tarot. So here's how this works. We turn the deck, half of the deck, upside down. We shuffle it in, and then we allow the universe to give you some insight and answers. What I'd like you to do is think about your yes or no question here. With gratitude, right? We're looking for some insight, some information, some answers that might help you make good decisions, that might help you take healthy actions, always weighing everything that comes through against your own intuition, which is always the best guide for you, no matter what you hear on YouTube Tarot, on this channel, or any other channel, right? It doesn't matter. You want the right answers for you, and you're always going to be your own best guide. So what we'll do is draw 5 cards. If you have more in the upright, that is a yes answer for you. If you have more in the reverse, that is a no answer for you. And we will then draw some clarifiers and a few oracle cards just to get a little bit of breadth of information so that we believe that we have the best possible insight here for anyone in pile number 5 who's looking for a little bit of input from the universe when it comes to a yes or no question. We've had some very specific answers today, so let's see what you guys end up with here. All right, here we go. You have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun in the upright, Strength in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you have a no answer, pile number 5. And the 4 of Swords in reverse also. So you have a pretty strong no here. What I get right away is that you are looking for some kind of partnership or communication when it comes to like a collaboration, working with other people, whether or not you should take a trip or a job or become part of a group or take something on that is a group project or something that's going to require input of other people. And I think that you're looking for insight as to whether or not that would be a good idea. So if that's you, here's the answer is no. I don't believe that you're getting a yes answer there. I think that you understand the why of that. I think that you already witness it as a bad idea and you're hesitant because you believe that whatever it is not really going to bring you to the place that you are being promised that it would be, right? So there's a charming temptation with this offer, this invitation to become part of something bigger. However, I believe that you'll be, I don't want to say used, but I believe you'll end up feeling that way. I feel like this is a situation that would create a situation where your light is not going to be seen and shining in its brightest, right? And I think that it's a thing that it's a situation where you'll do a lot of work and you will not be, the words, compensated. And I don't just mean financially, even though that's important. I mean energetically, right? Yeah, now isn't the time. So I just feel like whatever it is you're looking to dip your toe into, the no answer is, yeah, no, pile number 5. It's not the situation. It's not, wow, look at this a lot. I meant what I said. So this is pay attention to your narrative. Pay attention to the stories that you're telling around this opportunity, this gateway, right? It does not feel like it's aligned with your true authenticity, with your real trajectory, right? It feels like it's a sidetrack, a sideline, a distraction. One of those things where your intuition's going, probably not, but your brain might be going, but it sounds great. It looks great on the surface. But I think that it would really lead you to a place, where you're not, I don't want to say where your talents aren't utilized, but definitely where you're not feeling like you're witnessed in your highest and best, right? And I feel like it's a fast-moving thing, and you haven't had time to really stop and consult your own intuition. But you're being asked to do just that, right? And to really pay attention to your own inner voice at this point in time when it comes to whether this is accurate for you, whether this is a good thing for you, whether this is a, let's call it I just feel like you're not going to shine, right? It's going to be a dimming. Yeah, retreat from whatever it is that's being offered. Okay, so pile number 5, no, whatever you're being asked to join in, to collaborate on, this is not your project. It will feel very inauthentic, and it might already feel that way, but it might be that there are some attachments or people involved already in this collaboration that you know, that you are aligned with, but the project itself is the thing, and it's not going to be in alignment with you. So retreat, go into yourself, pay attention to what your intuition is telling you, and allow for some serendipity to come in and show you why it's not going to work, or why it's not the best idea for you. Again, check your intuition, but it doesn't feel like this is the right time for you. So pile number 5, there you go. There's your answer. Take care. Let me know how this goes for you, how this resonates, how it sits, and hit like, hit subscribe so you can come back and let me know. Take care and be blessed, right?